Hi everyone. In this tutorial, we are going to integrate Google Map in our Ionic 2 application. The JavaScript API which I am going to use for Google Map integration in Ionic 2 works very well on mobiles. First, we need to start a Ionic 2 project. Run these two commands from the root of the project. We need Cordova plugin geolocation, and then we need the Ionic native package for geolocation. Then we need a API key from Google Developers Console, and then we need to include it in our index file. Then we have to import the provider in our module.typescript file. Then we need some little CSS, HTML, as well as we need to write our logics to load the map in our page.typescript file. I have a Ionic 2 project with Cordova plugin as well as the geolocation Ionic package added. You can see the list of plugins here which I have geolocation. First, go to the console.developers.google.com. You have to create a project by clicking the create project icon. I am naming it as tutorial maps. Can click create. Once the project has been created, you can go to developers.google.com, JavaScript get API key. We'll post this link in the description. From there, you will see a button as get a key. You can click that, and you have to select the new project. I need to reload this page so that my new project gets affected here. Tutorial maps. You can choose the project and you just enable the API. Now you will get a key. You can just save this key for future use. You can see the API key here. Just copy this and you can replace this with the query string link. Getting the API key is done. First, we need to include this in our index file. You can find this under src index.html. You can add a script with the source. Add this before the cordova.js. You can save this file. Once this has been done, you can open the app.module.typescript file under src app.module.typescript file. We have to add a provider. You need to import the geolocation from Ionic native package. You need to add the geolocation inside the providers. That's done with the module.typescript file. Then you need to add a HTML in your page. Here I have a button added at the header with a click function as add marker. This is the text for the button, and I have an icon as plus. this will add a plus marker before the text add marker. This button gets placed at the end of the header, and I have a div with the hash map with the ID map. This will be the reference to the view child which is at the TypeScript file. That's done with the HTML. Now we'll start with the home.typescript file. We need to import view child, element reference, and then we need to import geolocation. I have a Google variable which has been defined before the decorator. This is to prevent any warnings from the TypeScript about the Google project. I have the view child which is mapped to the map. I have a variable map of type any, and I have a view did load function which loads the load map function. The main difference between the constructor and the Ion view did load is that sometimes if you want to interact with the DOM, if you try to access the DOM in the constructor, you will notice that the DOM is not ready and you won't be able to get the element. The correct approach to do it will be the Ionic load, because that point the view was already loaded and the DOM is now available. This is just like the document load function at the jQuery. When the load method calls, this will call the load map function, which I have injected the geolocation with the geolocation public variable. This calls the get current position, which will return the latitude and the longitude. Here is the promise function. I can get the latitude and the longitude with the position object. This will be passed under the map options with the key center. We can set the zoom position. These map options will be sent to the map function to initialize the map. I have the error function which I just printed here. I have another two functions which is add marker and the add info window. This add marker will be called from the HTML when I click for this button. This will initialize for a marker with the map which we have created. I have the animation set as drop, which will be applied with the marker. The position is at the center of the map. The get center will return the center position of the map. And for the info window content, we can define the HTML here. I have passed that content variable to the info window function. I am just going to change this text as Anish YouTube. I have changed this text, and now I am going to save this TypeScript file. The project is getting loaded. It's still building. The build has been finished. This will prompt for the location access in your browser. I'm just allowing the location access. You can see the map got loaded. Here is the add marker button. The marker is placed at the center of the app. On clicking this marker icon, which will show you the info window. Hope this is useful to you. Please subscribe.